Played a little G today and headed to the PGA Show next week. A lot of big stuff going on, and I want to include you guys in it. So hope you like this one.
This is the Golf Essentials Podcast with Casey Bork.
So gearing up for the PGA Show next week. It's going to be a really fun week, really, really busy. If you've never been to the PGA Show, it's basically like a half-mile long building filled with vendors, and a couple thousand vendors, I think, show up. And all the big ones, they're showing all their new stuff. Clothing companies, club companies, every single company on the planet is more or less there. You get to see a bunch of the new stuff that's coming out, sort of up-and-comers, inventors bring new things. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really exhausting. We're going to be rolling out KPI Golf next week. And so my business partner, John Brown, is coming down here to Orlando. We're going to be at it for 4 days. We're going to go to the demo day, which is at Orange County National. That's on the Tuesday. I'm going to try to do a Facebook Live out there. I think that'd be really cool to show you guys how it is. There's a 360-degree driving range out there, and there's tents and vendors, and all of the equipment companies let you hit all the balls and hit all the clubs that you want, and trying stuff out. And the range is a full circle, so you just walk a lap around, and all the companies are there showing off their new gear, and it's really cool. They get launch monitors out there, and tour guys show up, and it's a big show, so should be really fun. I'll try to show you guys what's up and how that works. John and I are going to be working really hard, hitting up all of the big companies to secure our vendor relationships for KPI Golf. We've got a few already, and it's really cool to converse with these companies, let them know what our vision is, and further those conversations and come up with agreements where they recognize that we're going to be consulting with and managing many golf courses, so our company represents a much bigger book of business for them than any standalone golf club would. And so they typically they'll really sharpen their pencils. They'll throw some stuff at us, which is really cool. I could use some new gear. That's always fun. And we'll secure deals for club companies, clothing companies in different price points, different niches, and other stuff that maybe you don't think so much about, like range equipment and facility type stuff, and all the little things that you see at a club, like the sunscreen and the locker room, and all of this stuff's got to come from somewhere, and we negotiate the deals at scale, and that's a big part of the buying power that our company is able to deliver to the golf clubs that we serve. So it's going to be really fun. The show itself is super, super busy. Got a ton of meetings lined up, and that'll be really cool. So if any of you guys are going to be there, hit me up. I'd love to meet up with you if I'll be wandering around. But also played a little golf today. Went down to the Ritz Carlton, Orlando. I had some friends that were in town, and they hit me up yesterday, and they needed a fourth, so I went down there and had a great time. I haven't had so much fun playing golf in a long time. It was really, really enjoyable, and hit it pretty good. Surprised myself. Haven't been playing a ton, but the thing that I was really focused on today that seemed to work very well was posture, and I really feel like my posture has been getting lax, both in terms of setup, but throughout the golf swing as well. If you think of and I know I've spoken about this, but if you think of your spine angle bowing forward towards the ball, I talked in a recent podcast about putting that club along your spine to feel what a nice straight spine would feel like. And so that's the feeling I was trying to bring to the table. But more importantly, for me, it felt like I needed just a touch more spine tilt, meaning my chest was facing the ball just a little bit more as opposed to standing too tall. And, throughout the golf swing, trying to stay level. So rotating around my spine without raising up or falling down. And so if you think about it, if that spine is relatively stable, meaning it's not tilting up or down, and you just rotate around it, you can just relax your arms and the club, and everything flows in a circle around that stable spine, that stable core, and the club returns back to the ball a lot more repeatedly, reliably, and it's based on physics, not so much on hand-eye coordination and timing. And so I surprised myself. I hit some real good wedges. I felt good with my pitches, sort of those 40, 50, 60-yard pitch shots. I hit a few of those that were pretty good. Made a few birdies, shot under par, and made a few bucks from the boys, so that always feels pretty good. Other than that, not a ton to report. I am really looking forward to the PGA Show. Oh, by the way, I did, in my practice session after playing golf today, I did a little Facebook Live thing. And, that was really one of my first forays into Facebook Live, and I made a classic mistake where I was using the front camera on my phone, and that was reversing the image, so it shows me as a left-hander. I'm not a left-hander, and so that was interesting, but you live and learn. I'm not real bent out of shape over it. I'm sure you guys aren't either, but hope you guys are doing well. Keep hitting me up. I'm loving to hear from you guys through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, and the podcast is on LinkedIn as well. So wherever you're consuming content, you should be able to find me. And hit me up. Keep asking questions. I want to talk with you. If you've got good stuff, I want to have you on and talk with you as well. I love having guests. And if you're liking this stuff, just continue to pass it along, and be sure you subscribe so that you get the notifications when new stuff's coming out. Thanks, guys. Love it. Talk to you soon.